Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to Storytime.
Hello.
My name is Gretchen.
I'm Miss Christine.
Miss Christine. So yes, today is a webinar. So it's going to look a little different than the other preschool story times you've attended because we're going to be live streaming it on YouTube so that people can watch it later. So we can't see you, but you can see us. And we just wanted to also let you know that you are not being projected or recorded or featured on the YouTube page in any sort of way. So do you want to add anything, Miss Christine?
No, that sounds perfect.
Okay.
I'm going to pretend like I can see you all today.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, give me 1 second, Miss Christine.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can. Okay, go ahead and get started.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Today we're going to do a different hello song. This one is going to be without music, so I'm going to do the singing today. All right, let's start like this. We clap and say hello, we clap and say hello. With our friends it's story time, we clap and say hello. Now wave your hands. We wave and say hello, we wave and say hello. With our friends it's story time, we wave and say hello. Now let's stomp our feet like this. We stop and say hello, we stop and say hello. With our friends at story time, we stop and say hello. Let's see, what else should we do? How about if we shake? We shake and say hello. We shake and say hello. With our friends at story time, we shake and say hello. Let me think of something else we could do. Let's turn around. We turn around and say hello. Turn around and say hello. With our friends at story time, turn around and say hello. All right, let's wave one more time. We wave and say hello. We wave and say hello. With our friends at story time, we wave and say hello. All right, great job, you guys. All right, so today I thought we would do a story time about going to the zoo. I don't know how many of us have gotten to go to the zoo lately, but I thought we could pretend to visit the zoo today. So our first story is called A Sick Day for Amos McGee. He loves to see the zoo. In fact, he goes every day. Amos McGee was an early riser. Every morning when the alarm clock clanged, he swung his legs out of bed. He swapped his pajamas for a fresh uniform. He would wind his watch and set a pot of water to boil, saying to the sugar bowl, "A spoonful for my oatmeal, please, and 2 for my teacup." Belly full and ready for the workday, he'd amble out the door. Every day, Amos waited for the number 5 bus. "Next stop, City Zoo," the bus driver would call. "6 a.m., right on time," he'd reply. Amos had a lot to do at the zoo, but he always made time to visit his good friends. He would play chess with the elephant, who thought and thought before making a move. Run races with the tortoise, who never, ever lost. Sit quietly with the penguin, who was very shy. Lend a handkerchief to the rhinoceros, who always had a runny nose. And at sunset, read stories to the owl, who was afraid of the dark. One day, Amos awoke with the sniffles and the sneezes and the chills. He swung his achy legs out of bed, curled them back again, and said, "Ugh, I don't think I will be going to work today." Meanwhile, at the zoo, the animals waited for their friend. The elephant arranged his pawns and polished his castles. The tortoise stretched his legs and limbered up. The penguin sat patiently all by himself. The rhinoceros worried that his allergies were worsening. The owl perched atop a tall stack of storybooks, scratching his head with concern. "Where is Amos?" the animals wondered. Later that day, looks like they're leaving the zoo. And if you see this picture, they're waiting for the bus. Where do you think they're going? There all the animals are. Wouldn't that be a surprise to see animals on a bus? Hooray! My good friends are here. The elephant prepared a game of chess. Amos thought and thought before making a move. "I'm too tired to run races today," said Amos to the tortoise. "Let's play hide and seek instead." The tortoise hid inside his shell, and Amos hid beneath the covers. Amos yawned. "I could use a nap." The penguin sat quietly, keeping Amos's feet warm. Achoo! Amos awoke with a sneeze. The rhinoceros was ready with a handkerchief. "I'm beginning to feel much better, thank you," said Amos to his friends. He swung his legs out of bed. "Perhaps we'll share a pot of tea." Amos wound his alarm clock. "It's getting late," he said. "After all, we have a morning bus to catch." So Amos said goodnight to the elephant, and goodnight to the tortoise, and goodnight to the penguin, and goodnight to the rhinoceros, and goodnight to the owl, who, knowing that Amos was afraid of the dark, read a story aloud before turning out the light. And together they all slept in Amos's bed. That looks pretty crowded, but those are some good friends. Okay, now our next activity is going to be on my flannel board. I'm going to bring that over here. This is our 5 little monkeys. So I want you guys to take your 5 little monkeys out like this. I have 5 of my own monkeys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's get them up there. Okay, here we go. We're gonna swing them from a tree, so make them go upside down like this. 5 little monkeys swinging from the tree, teasing Mr. Alligator. There he is, Mr. Alligator swimming in below the tree. Teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be, and snaps that monkey right out of that tree. Now, how many are left? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get them swinging. 4 little monkeys swinging from a tree, teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be, and snaps that monkey right out of that tree. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3. Okay, get your 3 monkeys swinging. 3 little monkeys swinging from a tree, teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be, and snaps that monkey right out of that tree. How many do we have? We have two. Two little monkeys swinging from a tree. Teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be, and snaps that monkey right out of that tree. There's only one left, he's all by himself. One little monkey swinging from a tree, teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be, and snaps that monkey right out of that tree. Now I think Mr. Alligator has a full tummy. He's had enough. 5 monkeys is a lot to eat, isn't it? Okay, our next book is a really cool book called Lifesize Zoo. And these pictures have heads of different animals from the zoo that are the actual size of the animal. If you were to go to the zoo and see the animal, this is what his head would look like. So there's the panda bear. They have black fur on their ears and shoulders and legs and around their eyes, and the rest of their fur is white. We don't see any panda bears around where we live, but the panda bears I have seen have been in the zoo in Washington, D.C. and also in California. So you have to go kind of far to see pandas at the zoo. Here is a zebra head, and that's a pretty big head too. Look at the bushy whiskers around her lips. I'll get a little closer so you can see those. They're right up here and right down here. There they are. Do you know that zebras use their whiskers to find food? Uh-oh, this one's a little scary. That's a tiger head. Those are some big teeth and a big tongue. Look at this big tongue. It's rough like sandpaper and comes in handy for grooming and for stripping meat off the bones. Okay. This is a capybara. He's a rodent, just like a mouse, but he's a lot bigger. Would you want him scurrying around your house? Oh no. Now I'm going to open this up to an even bigger animal. There's a giraffe. Everyone knows that giraffes have long necks, but check out that long tongue. And I've seen giraffes before with their tongues out. Their tongues are black. That's even yuckier looking. Here is our gorilla. That's a pretty big head. What a big head. The lump on top is called a crest. Right here. And this is the koala bear. The koala's nose is not only big, it also has a powerful sense of smell. So they can tell which leaves are poisonous to eat. This, I know it looks upside down, but that's correct. This is a sloth. Sloths spend their time hanging upside down. They are the slowest mammals in the world. They're kind of like bats. Bats also like to hang upside down. These are prairie dogs and meerkats. These are little guys. That's the whole size of their body. On the lookout, standing on their hind feet, these two get a better view. And that is an aardvark. Kind of looks like a pig. It's a pig with a long face and a long nose, but it's not a pig, it just looks like one. Here's some little animals, like a hedgehog with spiky spines and an aardvark, and they both curl up into small little balls when they want to hide. Sort of like a turtle can hide in its shell, a porcupine can hide by making itself into a ball, and so can an aardvark. All right, here comes the biggest one. One of the biggest animals at the zoo is the elephant. Let me stand back so you get a good view of him. This is the Asian elephant's profile. If you look right To the right of her eye, you will see a patch of reddish hair. The ear hole is just above it. So it's kind of like right here. Look at how big. That's not even the elephant's whole head. You can't even get that whole head into this book. That's how big the elephant is. There's an elephant baby or a calf. Just like human babies suck their thumbs, baby elephants suck their trunks. You didn't know that. Here is the sea lion. Can you tell a sea lion from a seal? A sea lion has small flaps over the ears. And a seal only has ear holes, so no ears that stick out. This is a camel. Furry and curly, the camel's thick hair protects it from the strong sun in the desert. Otherwise, you might get some sunburn. This is a little red panda. That's a smaller size panda bear. Super cute, like a black and white panda, but he's actually related to a raccoon. That's why he kind of looks like a raccoon almost. And here's one more really big animal, the rhinoceros. The rhino's horns are actually made of a bundle of hair, but they have little hairs on the rest of their bodies. So you can kind of see if you look up close, this looks like all smashed down hair. That's what their horns are made of. All right, well, that was a pretty good tour of the zoo. I feel like we saw a lot of zoo animals today. Okay, now we're going to do another flannel story. This one's called Oh Me, Oh My. It's got some different animals that we see at the zoo. All right, let's kind of tilt that down so we can see more of them. All right. Oh me, oh my, what will I do? I can't find a kangaroo to tie my shoe. But I know, and so do you, I don't need a kangaroo to tie my shoe. Oh me, oh my, what will I do? I cannot find a fox to put on my socks. But I know quite well, and so do you, I don't need a fox to put on my socks. Oh me, oh my, what will I do? I can't find a kitten to put on my mitten. Whoopsies, my mitten just fell. Oh, he doesn't have a thing on the back. I didn't even realize. But I know quite well, and so do you, that I don't need a kitten to put on my mitten. Oh me, oh my, what will I do? I can't find a goat to put on my coat. But I know quite well, and so do you, I don't need a goat to put on a coat. Right? All right, let's make a little room for the others. Oh me, oh my, what will I do? I can't find a cat to put on my hat. But I know quite well, and so do you, I don't need a cat to put on my hat. Oh me, oh my, what will I do? I can't find a bear to comb my hair. But I know quite well, and so do you, I don't need a bear to comb my hair. Oh me, oh my, what will I do? I can't find a crocodile to put on my smile. You see those little kids? They have nice little smiles. But I know quite well, and so do you, I don't need a crocodile to put on my smile. Let me see your smiles. Nice job. You all have such nice smiles. Okay. Now our next story, let's see how's our time here, good, is called Dear Zoo. Let's just say you wanted the zoo to send you an animal. What kind of animal would you want? Excuse me. I wrote to the zoo to send me a pet. They sent me an elephant. Oh my gosh, is that what I want, an elephant? He was too big, so I sent him back. So they sent me a giraffe. He was too tall, so I sent him back. So they sent me, what is that? They sent me a lion, but he was too fierce, so I sent him back. So then they sent me a camel, but he was too grumpy, so I sent him back. So they sent me what is this? A snake. I definitely don't want that. He was too scary, so I sent him back. So they sent me, what is that? A monkey. But he was too naughty, so I sent him back. So they sent me a little frog, but he was too jumpy, so I sent him back. So they thought very hard and they sent me a dog. And he was perfect, so I kept him. The end. All right, good job. Now let's pretend we are on our way to the zoo with our song that goes like this. We're on our way, we're on our way to see the zoo. We're on our way, we're on our way to see the zoo. Over at the zoo there is a panda bear. Over at the zoo there is a panda bear. The panda, she makes a sound like this. Growl, growl. The panda, she makes a sound like this. Growl, growl. We're on our way, we're on our way to see the zoo. We're on our way, we're on our way to see the zoo. Over at the zoo there is a boa constrictor. Over at the zoo there is a boa constrictor. The boa, it makes a sound like this. Hiss, hiss. The boa, it makes a sound like this. Hiss, hiss. We're on our way, we're on our way to see the zoo. We're on our way, we're on our way to see the zoo. Over at the zoo there is a big, strong lion. Over at the zoo there is a big, strong lion. The lion, he makes a sound like this. Roar! The lion, he makes a sound like this. Roar! We're on our way, we're on our way to see the zoo. We're on our way, we're on our way to see the zoo. Over at the zoo there is a black and white zebra. Over at the zoo there is a black and white zebra. The zebra, he makes a sound like this. Yee, yee. The zebra, he makes a sound like this. Yee, yee. We're on our way, we're on our way to see the zoo. We're on our way, we're on our way to see the zoo. Over at the zoo there is a big gray elephant. Over at the zoo there is a big gray elephant. The elephant, he makes a sound like this. Ah! The elephant, he makes a sound like this. Ah! We're on our way, we're on our way to see the zoo. We're on our way, we're on our way to see the zoo. Job. You guys are doing awesome listening today. All right, now we have just enough time to finish our project, or to start and finish our project. So I am going to bring my samples over here, and if you want to get out your craft envelope that you picked up from the library, This is our project. We're going to make some animals in the zoo, just like that. Okay. So we're going to start with our green paper. Okay. We want to have our green paper, and you should also have black paper and your scissors and your glue, and then the animals that I gave you. I sent home some cutout animals already, a lion and a giraffe and the monkey. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is cut some black strips for our animal cage so the animals don't escape. So when you go to the zoo, you'll see there's either glass or different types of fence. So let's cut some strips like this, okay? We're going to just make them, they don't have to be too big, too small, it really doesn't matter. Let's cut like 4, okay? 4 that look like this. That's 3, and I'm going to cut 1 more so I have 4. All these animals, they live in the same little place. You don't usually see that when you go to the zoo. They're all going to live with animals like themselves. But this particular zoo has all the animals living together. They like to do that, and they can all hang out and talk to each other. So let's add the monkey, like that, little glue. Put some glue on your monkey, okay, or glue on your paper. Glue them down, okay, and then I'm going to add my lion. Put some glue on my lion, just like this. Spread the glue on. He's going to go over here, and I have a giraffe, so let's put some glue on my giraffe body. Okay, stick him over here. And I think I have 1 more. Oh yes, I have 2 lions today. So I'm going to add 2 lions. They're brothers. They want to stay together. Okay, so there they are. If you want to give your animals some faces, you can give them a little eye like that. Got a little closer for you to see. And the giraffe, you can give him some spots. You know, giraffes look like yellow with brown spots. Okay, like that. Maybe I'll color the tail in here on the lion, so he has a brown bushy tail. Okay, you can add anything else you want to your animals. You can color them. And then we're going to put the fence up. So let's take the black strips, and we just want to add some glue, just like that. Just put some glue on there, and kind of put it right over the animals, just so that they don't run away. These are wild animals, so we don't want them just wandering around the zoo, right? This way we can go and visit them and they are not a danger to us. Okay, let's put these up here just like this. And I'm going to put 1 more on there. Okay. Now our animals are safe behind some fence. Okay, looks just like that. There we go. Now today I'm not able to see your projects, but if you'd like to send us a picture of what you made, send it to the email, the ysref1 at stdl.org. That's the email that we use to send you an email about picking up your kit. You can just reply to one of those. Send us a picture if you'd like. That way I can see what you guys made. Okay. All right, you guys did an awesome job today. It was so nice to see you. I'm glad that you came to Storytime. I hope you had fun. I hope you get to visit the zoo soon. And I hope I get to see you all soon. I hope to see you next week. Okay, bye friends. Have a good day.